All right, man, moving on to the semifinals. The New York Knicks are going to be hosting my Miami Heat, bro.
Ooh.
We are renewing the rivalry.
Yes.
Miami and New York. Let's go.
And this is going to be good.
Come to Broadway. Come to a Madison Square Garden near you, New York. Get ready. The Jimmy Butler Show. Get ready.
Clearly, I know who you think's going to win. But give me what you think about the series though. Like, how many games Knicks going?
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a tough one. I do think for real it's gonna be a tough one. They won the season series. One said they won 3-1, honestly, and it was disappointing. But playoffs and Jimmy, Bam, our group of guys, we have that experience. Honestly, coming up with what we've done the past few years. New York still is a little bit new to this. But it's a little bit of stuff in question with the Knicks, specifically with Julius Randle being potentially out with his ankle injury. That's going to be a big impact on them. But honestly, even if he is playing, my biggest like Jalen Brunson is that dude can get whatever he wants. He's bully ball Brunson is a problem. So we're gonna have to really minimize his effect. And honestly, they beat us. They shot the ball pretty well against us in the regular season. Mitchell Robinson is obviously going to be a problem in the middle. Got to get him out of the paint, top into. It's going to be tough. But I say we need to shift defensive focus to Brunson, especially if Randle is out. We're really going to put a lot of pressure on Brunson. Get boards, play tough, smart, tenacious basketball. Do what we do. I'm riding with my Heat always.
Yeah, of course, man. How many games, man?
I'm gonna say at least 6. I think that
6. Okay.
I'm gonna put it this way. Like, obviously the Bucks on paper and through their ranking, they were a better team than New York this year. But when I'm looking at New York, it's New York basketball in the Garden compared to Milwaukee. It's a little different. It's there's gonna be a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, a lot of like pressure, a lot of attention in that Garden compared to Milwaukee. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit different. So that plays a big factor into it. I can't underestimate this young Knicks team. They're athletic, they're fast, they have multiple weapons. They got 3 lefties, so make them go right. It's gonna be a battle, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like Jimmy especially is gonna embrace this one because him and Randall had to look back and forth this past season, and just in general, I feel like it's gonna be like a lot of grinded out type basketball, which is gonna be fun for us. So it's gonna be dope.
What do you think about Tom Thibodeau's familiarity with Jimmy Butler? Think that played a factor in the series?
I think it's just gonna make it more of a more interesting matchup. Actually, I think Thibodeau's gonna try to throw a lot of stuff to get under his skin, but Jimmy, we know who Jimmy is. He's gonna be talking, and once he figures it out, even if he all right, if you get a little something that works on him to all right, disrupt him a little bit, Jimmy's gonna figure it out. What people don't realize is that Jimmy is a very intelligent basketball player. Through the season, he makes the right play. And then and now whatever the team needs, if he needs to go out there and score 50, he can do that. Otherwise, he knows how to make it disruptive with the other guys. So I think Tibbs will, and honestly, Tibbs knows him but he doesn't. I don't think he really got to see him at this stage. Like Jimmy was always a great two-way star, and I think he had him with obviously Chicago, maybe Minnesota a little bit, but this is gonna be a Jimmy that he hasn't really had the experience of working with. So it's gonna be fun. I think him and Tibbs are gonna. I can see him and Tibbs getting into it already. So Jimmy can get it to with everybody, honestly, but it's gonna be fun, bro. Heating 6 at least 6. I think it's gonna go in 6 games. I wouldn't mind if we get a sweep or a gentleman sweep, but I have to give the Knicks credit, and they bested us in the regular season at least. So I'm gonna respect them. Brunson, what they just did to the Cavs, I can't ignore it.
All right, 6. Okay. That's true. Tom Thibodeau didn't coach this Jimmy Butler. This Jimmy Butler is like considerably better than the one that was
completely different level, bro.
Completely different. So it's different. I think that he had a better coach. My main concerns are some things that you said, like getting the boards. Mr. Robinson's a problem. And again,
yes.
I question where the offense is going to come from, considering if Tyler Hero is out. I'm concerned about his injury. We already lost Victor Oladipo, so that's another core player out. I like Vincent, and I like Strus. Can they step up again? It's like, man, it's all a matter of showing me, bro. Like, I know Jimmy's gonna do his thing. It's a tall task to do it again. Like, can he do it again? I believe he can, but it's a tall task, man. It's so hard. It's so tough to ask for that. And again, they don't have home court. So there's, of course, going to be a natural home court edge in the series because I think it's going to be that close. It's going to be so close where I say it'll be 7 games. I think Julius Randle will come back at some point during the series. But we've seen the Knicks perform so well without him, too.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
The Knicks have... my bad. Go ahead.
There you go.
No, the Knicks, I'll just say this. Knicks have a... kind of remind me of like the scrappiness of the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
In a way. Like they have a lot of hustle guys like Josh Hart can really just come in and make momentum plays. And they're very talented on top of that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes. And like you said, with Jimmy carrying this load, I'm not expecting him to be doing that every single game, every single series.
They need somebody to help him, though. I mean, to be fair, Giannis was out a couple of games. That did help benefit the Heat.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely.
So, but this next team, even if Julius Randle is out maybe a couple of games, they're just still they have a lot of depth still and good players that can contribute. Like, that's my main concern again with the Heat. Who else can step up and can be that reliable second person to Jimmy? Like, Lowry had a good night one night, but can he do it? Can it be Strus? Can he go off? I rarely see Duncan Robinson anymore.
He came in actually in this series and he was able to hit some shots. But like you said, we have to have
consistently, like,
mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't know what that person is for y'all. Bam, my mind goes to Bam, so it has to be Bam.
It has to be Bam. It has to be Kevin. It has to be Max. It has to be everyone. They all have to put in the work, contribute in whatever way they can. It's always next man up mentality when it comes to these things. So I agree with you.
Yeah,
that's a big concern.
Yeah, and right now I don't see it, so I'm gonna go Knicks in 7. So, but if y'all somehow do this again and defy expectations, I promise you, I'm gonna ride with y'all the rest of the way. You got my promise right there. You got the word. You got my word. If y'all somehow get past the Knicks, And especially if y'all do it in some unforeseeable fashion, I'm gonna ride with y'all the rest of the way. For real. At least out of the East. I don't know who's gonna come out of the West yet, but like at least out of the East, I got you.
Okay.